Consult and Villa banned out by MIBR consistently. I would say Oregon Coastline Theme Park.
All right, well, unfortunately, obviously, Oregon's already on the way out. There goes Theme Park, and it looks like we are heading to Clubhouse and then finally Cafe for this one, Tim.
Absolute nightmare. If we have...
What could be interesting is the next 15 seconds have so much that need to be done. Philippok spotting out a foot but can't quite find the frag just yet as he pushes further forward. He will eventually shut him down, but there's a trade coming in from the sidelines. And look who's been sideswiped out of the round entirely, Tim. Frag after frag, Team 1, from what looked to be a manageable position. They just crumble away, bit by bit, getting torn to shreds. Cyber.
It's going to start mounting some pressure before long. They're going to come under a lot of tension, but Cyber, he manages to find that opener as he so consistently does out onto Raps there. That's going to be a headshot to take the Thatcher down. EMP's in hand, potentially, and that could be a big loss. Now, there comes the drop, and that's a little bit blind from Lukid there, going straight into the ADSs of Cyber, but it doesn't matter as Foles and Reed step up in a massive way. Look at that headshot from Foles. He's on low health as well as he goes to try and get this. An absolute graze of a bullet is going to be enough to prevent it going down. It doesn't matter though, with 3 left on the board. It's down to Reduct to pick up M-King as he pushes into sight. Too much to ask from one man, and that's going to be round 2 going to Team 1. There was an opportunity to push into Garage from that side. Now, they've opted instead to move in through construction. They're going to be shut down with a Nitro. Souls just goes absolutely wild with a triple in sight and shuts them down one at a time. 4K on the round, and that's going to be MIBR locking it down. That's not the sort of round that we are familiar with seeing from MIBR, Jackie, as you say.
Damage, leaving him very low, about 15 HP to play with. Incoming the entry fragger, hard breacher though of Habana popping off. One frag after another. Reduct just keeps on being the gift that gives over and over again. This man's having a bit of a mad one, Tim. 3 frags found so far, and he's gunning for even more. Absolutely gagging for it as he lies in wait with 40 seconds on the clock. Teammates falling around him. One player towards the stairs, another one lurking down below. Reduct, has he made the right decision as he pushes out? He adapts, snaps his aim across, and does land the tag onto Cameraman. Fully committing now off the back of the concussion going out, but it blinds him. They need to peek. It's a 2v1. They should win this, but they're wanting to give him the frag as he'll swing around with the SMG, drops down to the ground on the trade, but still picks it up, and Team 1 get another one. Far closer than it looked like it was going to be, but still around going to them.
That blue corridor is in the control of Team 1, and that could be decisive here because it really does put them into a pinch. Now, Philippox and Bullet, they will directly trade each other. Kills start raining in, and we find ourselves 2 versus 2 with Foles taking down M-King. 6 seconds left to go. They're going to have to think about the diffuser going down. That's exactly what Foles does. He's got Lukid on the cover. They're not in a terrible position here to actually achieve this, but out goes the Nitro. The diffuser will stick. Souls manages to get the kill ultimately onto Foles, but Lukid levels things up 1-1. It is him versus Cameraman. He finds the head and finishes things off. What a round from Team 1. 3 versus 5 down, still able to get the diffuser stuck, still able to shut down the... Basically the beginning of clearing out that top floor as much as they can before they start looking for some aggression. Cyber's got him locked down though. He knows that there was a man inside of the strip side of the map, and he will shut him down as he tries to rotate back through to Bar.
With 20 seconds left, it looks like only blood is going to be spilt for now as Cyber swings round, finds the fight onto Falls and lays him down. And it's starting to get risky, Tim. It's all on Philippox. The smoke is still alive in a pivotal position in the round, but he can't land his shots. Couldn't clean up with the SMG, so it doesn't matter that you've dashed out those smoke canisters. It'll do nothing into the round. A 3 versus 4. Scratch that, a 3-on-3, as there is a bit of a firefight that breaks out between Lukid and M-King, with the King being dethroned, and Lukid, hungry off the back of that initial kill, for a little bit more, which he will, as now it's all on Souls.
Souls, he's fighting hard. He's trying to do everything he can. He gets it back to a 1 versus 2. That's Falls in the ground. And now Souls, he's got plenty of time on his side. That is the real benefit here. I don't think he knows that there's a man inside. Jimmy will see him, but just too late as Lukid comes in, shuts down the round with a headshot. Team 1 get themselves onto that magical 6. guaranteed draw. They're going to look to push forward from here. They have to start finding frags. They've got the diffuser in hand with Souls. Philippox, he's going to shut down MKing. Things are going from bad to worse here as we also see Bullet get down. Souls manages to find himself one onto Philippox, but it is all going to be down to him. 1 versus 2 now as he finds his second on the round. Souls has found himself in this position too many times so far here on Clubhouse. Time is ticking away. 3 seconds left to go. They play it smart. Ultimately, Team 1 take the peak, shut him down, and shut down Clubhouse. They are going to win this one 7-3. And what a great opener for Team 1, showing that they really are the dominant force here in the BR6 at the moment.
Yeah, it's looking that way. They're taking down every team they come up against at this point. We did wonder if it was going to be the same as last stage, because back in stage 1, they had a crazy meteoric rise, of course, from the final season of Pro League being dead last. Oh, damn. All right, well, I'm excited to see if hopefully...
But as I said coming out, Jackie, and as continues here in round 1, the big problem for MIBR is that Team 1 are winning the gunfights.
You've also got MKing just hiding, waiting for the peak with the cameras out. Unfortunately for Cameraman, he goes down though. Spotted by Reduct. There goes MKing. And it's all just falling to pieces here. Not really in a position where they could trade for one another either. So isolated. I mean, what can Bullet really do? If he walks up towards the stairway, it'd have to be a rapid flick to make the adjustment. But he's going to get shot from behind anyway, as the pistol of Reduct will eventually get an angle on him. And he's slain. Team 1 with a flawless first round coming into Cafe Tim. That's a bit scary. They've basically got a complete corridor on lockdown. If there's any commotion there, they can peek from about 3 different angles to win that encounter, or at the very least get a trade, but they are not playing this one slow. When they do peek in, it all goes wrong. They were set up for exactly that, but it doesn't work, as 2 frags go in favor of Team 1.
They read into that, and they were just too ready for it. Now, Cameraman, he manages to find himself one. He's going to be shut down on the rotate by Philippox in a direct trade, though. He's going to be few and far between here. Philippox starts to get that diffuser down. He gets spotted out on the drone. We all saw it, sat in the middle of the corridor, and it's a matter of seconds then until Raps is able to get himself in and close it down, and it is from that exact angle, the drone there in
finding, I think it was about 2 frags on the encounter. What? How have you lost that fight? Was that Reduct as well on the entry? Tim, that should have been a freebie. That was a doozy from the angle he was in. He took first contact as well and goes down. That's a hell of a trade.
4 versus 4 here with 1 minute gone in round 4. And Souls, he's going to lock things down with a kill onto Lukid. But once again, as I've said a couple of times, the trade's raining in. Team 1 able to just keep themselves level. And how about that for a kill onto Bullet? That is absolutely wild from Falls. Allow some of the others to do the heavy lifting. Out goes the nitro from MKing. It will be successful. Only a fraction of health. It really only needed to catch Falls, and that is exactly what it will do. Cameraman doubles down with a kill onto Philippox. So in a quick swing, MIBR managed to fight their way back in. 2-2, level things up on the scoreboard, and MIBR, they seem to have finally woken up and realised that they need points on the board. Repeatedly find himself on the wrong side of that opening death, but in comes the drone from Falls. He's going to be looking to give a bit of information to the ash of Lukid. Manages to react nice and quickly there. Bullet thinking he could catch him out. Default plant spot. Cameraman having absolutely none of it. You are not going in there without a serious challenge from the shotty. Now he's going to hold that close angle. Shut down by Lukid, who goes in gunslinging like Billy the Lukid there. Absolutely removes Cameraman from the round, and we find ourselves 1 versus 2. Lukid challenging a very difficult angle and coming away on top. Cyber levels things up and finds a second onto Lukid. Shuts the man down. He's got the headshot. MIBR fighting tooth and nail.
Oh man, unfortunately.
That much they have decided at least. Cyber, he's holding tight angles once again, and here comes the collapse from MIBR. Cameraman opens things up with a kill onto Falls, but Raps, he just holds mouse 1 on the Alder and starts to shut down and slay all over the map. Cyber, he'll get himself a kill, but once again, evened out by Raps. Nothing can stop this Alder in the hands of Raps. That's 3 on the round. He now finds himself with his team in an advantageous position. Philippox shut down by Souls, but there is still the Maestro to worry about now. MKing, he's all alone. If Souls goes down here, he gets the first kill onto Reduct. That's going to leave Raps pretty much trapped on the white stairs. It gives Souls the opportunity to start getting that diffuser down. Raps, He plays this very nicely to get himself away from the Montagne. Souls comes off the diffuser, has to go back to it. He gets himself one. Surely he finds the second. Onto the Panting Souls. That's an ace. That is a shield down. That is the Alder being used to maximum effect. What a play from Raps. He's just gone absolutely
into this round as he is lurking. Someone will face into him, and that's a bit of an aggressive play from the Mirror. Losing your Mirror this early on, but can't quite get the bullets behind him in time as he pre-fired through the doorway. Cameraman comes in with another critical kill for Leapox on the flick up. Has just gone huge. That 2K is pivotal, but it's still falling to pieces. He's done so much, but it's not enough, and it all falls down onto one man. Falls with the SMG out, creeping behind, has a sneaking suspicion there's a player ahead of him, will face onto the Ash, and Bester doesn't take any damage from that 1v1.
No. M-King just dips away, keeps himself alive, he fights Souls, he can't give him a 1v1 like that. That's exactly what happens. Falls. Diffuser going down though. This could be an absolute game changer. M-King's got the smoke utility down. Falls has given him too much room. He's allowed him too much on the leash and he's going to get bullied here. This is a big problem for Falls to try and resolve. He doesn't have any utility that can assist him. Falls, he had it in the palm of his hand, Jackie. He had the opportunity. It still wasn't easy. He needed to keep distance, but not that much distance. He just allowed M-King to get that diffuser down on the ground. He could be on a big flank here. I'm not sure how aware MIBR are of his presence. They are aware, but he manages to down the diffuser as he gets the kill onto Souls. Two attackers waiting outside of Reading Room to try and make a challenge. Just sprays through the soft wall there, seeing if he can connect with anybody. Rotation will come away. Falls gets one, and all of a sudden this looks like a Team 1 round now. They're going to be scrambling MIBR here, and 1 versus 3. It's not going to be easy. 1 versus 2 as Bullet gets it down, but time is ticking away. There's nothing he can do. Shut down by Lukid. Nicely played by Team 1. Certainly no panic in them.
Oh, absolutely not. Keeping themselves looking very level-headed.
From this best of 2 matchup, they did, of course, win the first map on Clubhouse, and look at that. Out comes the jump out for Leapox, shutting down Cameraman. Going to use the Nitro of the Goyo there to get himself back inside and to safety. Redux closes out the round. Team 1 guaranteed themselves 2 points on the night, and they are fighting hard for that top spot.
Ah, damn, Redux.
Not too much damage on their side. They've still got utility that is helpful to them with the Toxic Babe canisters going out just to prevent that push. The goo mines, they're being activated. 20 seconds left and the kills start raining in from MIBR. 3 versus 2 now, but the clock could be a big factor. Lukid gets 1, Lukid gets 2, going absolutely huge for his team to secure the 3 points. Cyber moves into sight. 1 versus 2, 10 seconds to go. Diffuser down cold on the ground. Kills are the only things that will do now. The goo mine triggers, signals his arrival. Lukid tries to wheel around. It's going to be the time. He can't get there. That's going to finish things off. Smart plays from Team 1 to secure themselves 3 points against MIBR, and that is a more clear-cut victory than we might have expected.
Well, there you go. They knew that they could just hide out at that point, obviously so late into the round. Unfortunate, they did have a bit of an advantage going into that final fight, but the issue was sustainability. They were all so low, like 2 HP basically, so didn't take many bullets coming out for Team 1. There he is.
There we go.
No worries, man. You're right, brother. How you doing?
Really fine. We won the cafe, finally.
Finally.
You got it done. A smooth 2-0 though. If we go back to obviously starting off with Clubhouse, it didn't look like the normal MIBR. It feels that they've really taken a bit of a confidence knock when they play on Clubhouse. Did it feel that way playing against them?
I felt that they really felt the pressure of this game. It's a crucial game for them to qualify for the 6th invitation, and we knew that going into the game that if we play without pressure and just doing our thing, we would win this game like easily, because they have so much pressure to go to the 6th invitational. It's such a crucial game for them, so we played loose and and aggressive, and it worked for us.
As you say, you guys are obviously a little bit more sort of securing. You've got yourself locked in for the major now. That's all fine. You're just looking for those good performances and wins. But looking at MIBR, we just felt they were really passive compared to how they would normally play on Clubhouse. Is that something you picked up? They were maybe playing a little bit scared?
Maybe their strategy was to kind of be passive so they can punish our aggressions on Clubhouse, but we actually screamed that. We actually knew that they were gonna do that because it's a common thing that Brazilian teams do here. They try to punish the aggressive teams. That's the difference between the big teams and the small teams. So during today, we basically countered that. So we knew that they were gonna be passive. We knew that they're gonna have the pressure to win this game. So yeah, that's it.
Man,
Simply.
I think one of the things we need to touch on a little bit, Bodega, as well, right? Reduct looked on the ball today. He was popping off, frag after frag.
Yeah.
Clubhouse alone was crazy enough. And it was pretty much all on the Habana as well. What's going on with Reduct tonight?
Okay, so he's the IGL. What I told him before, skip the IGL. Like, Just, just do your thing. He actually does games where he focuses more on the callouts and what the team's gonna do. And there are games that he just blasts off, and and he sees like a I don't know how to talk is it this in English, but it's some a breach in the strat of the team. So
Mm.
Yeah.
he counters that very much on the fly, his aggressions with Hibana and everything. So he's really good at that. So today we gave the aggressive redux, not the passive one.
There was another sort of 1v2 situation that I just want to have a look at as well with you, Bodega, and get your sort of viewpoint on it. Falls 1v2 against Souls and M King. He gets the ace, he does the hard bit and gets himself
Yeah.
to the 1v1. And then for me, it just felt like he gave M King a bit too much room. He sort of, went to the opposite side of the map and gave M King the opportunity to get the diffuser down. Was there a reason that he did that? Or was it, maybe just a little bit of a mistake?
Well, when Falls was upstairs, he kind of legs off a little bit when dropping to the main hallway,
Ah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's why that's why he could plan it on time. I think if this didn't happen, Falls would reach there on time to get the plans. But when he planned it, Falls we told Falls to break the hatch so he could push him the mountains to the hatch so he can drop off and he can defuse it, but he didn't. He couldn't do it at the time.
Oh man, yeah,
Yeah,
that
it was
that
a good
actually
round.
does explain it as well, because I think we saw that from our perspective where he kind of hit the banister.